Guys, I'm at 23. Wait, guys, I gotta live stream real quick. All right.
Let me see if it's the right time. Yeah, it's not 149. Vaughn.
It's Madden NFL 24, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Buffalo Bills and the New York Giants. All that and more coming up next.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the New York Giants. From up top next to Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, folks, we were already excited for this game. And then before the contest, you and I are down on the field outside the white lines.
Yes, we were following the rules.
We were following the rules, and a ball comes over our direction, but we can't see it. Somebody yells heads up, and instinctively you turn around and you snare it one-handed with your off left hand. So now we're really ready for football.
No gloves either.
No gloves.
No gloves. Not like what the guys are wearing playing the game now. But wasn't that a whole lot better than that time we were down there? And I got the coffee spilled on me when I got nailed by the punt returner.
That happened to the Vikings, right?
Yes, a much better job of being heads up this time. Thank you for the notice.
And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And in this league, there are many quarterbacks who have their most success running the ball, while there are others who have big arms. There aren't too many guys who can do both. And at the end of many games, this guy leads his team not just in passing, but in rushing as well.
Into the air right away is Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms. Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a second down and 6. Here's Allen. Looking for his man on the out route, and he's got Diggs. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
They run for the first time with James Cook. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 12 more yards there and another first down. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's second and goal.
A gain of 8 brings up second and goal at the 1-yard line.
Cook is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And this is going to be intercepted. It's Deonte Banks with it. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised
Deonte.
how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one, and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
So now here are the Giants backed up to start their first drive. They'll be led out by a guy who spent 7 seasons in a Bills uniform playing against his old mates. It's Tyrod Taylor. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. A host of Bills there that time to make the stop.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Throwing now, Taylor on first down. Has this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Taylor's throw taken in by Slayton. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
The throw by Taylor here, and that's incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Hurry!
On 2nd down, Taylor. A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the 2nd quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From midfield now, here's Taylor. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 38-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw again is Taylor. And his throw is incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
From the gun, it's Taylor. Over the middle, he completes it to Robinson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Incomplete. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field. The football forces the incompletion.
Cade York on now for the field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. York able to send this one through. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field. Put together a good drive and get some points of their own.
And a tackle there by Micah McFadden.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Allen now looks to throw. Caught right side, Davis. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Allen maybe with a free play. It's complete to Diggs.
Offside. Defense.
So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
Allen now on 1st down. Pass delivered. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. As an inside linebacker, got to be a little bit more poised.
No doubt about it, because they get a little bit of flexibility, especially when they're trying to stuff a gap. You know, we get that double A gap look. This time he got too eager and got too deep into the backfield.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. On play action, Allen. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Giants are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. After the interception, here's Taylor. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you to come in like an auctioneer. We got two. Do I hear three? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission. So after the INT, it's Allen. And that one's going to come up a little short. It's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Allen will try again on second down. And this is Cook with the ground. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Murray. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So it wasn't the line that jumped that time, the second level.
No, that's a great observation because most of the time it's those guys up front so eager to get off on the snap. They do it, but in this case, you're exactly right. Second level, probably because they moved up to the 1st level, and that hurts them.
On second down, here's Allen. Touchdown, Bills! Dawson Knox, a touchdown grab from Josh Allen. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the gadget play gets him into the end zone. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
And the half will begin with a touchback. The Giants offense set to begin this third quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Let's go now.
On first down, it's Taylor. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
It'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And caught up. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. So the opposite of what they envisioned when they left that locker room, a turnover on the opening drive of this third quarter.
I like your identification there because that's exactly what they discussed in the locker room before they came out on the field. Let's get the ball. Let's go down and score, put some points on the board and feel good about it. Not an insurmountable lead, but definitely not how they saw it at halftime.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. Open man complete downfield to Davis. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down in. And Dable reaching for that challenge flag, and he's going to have the officials review this call. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. Allen going to fire quickly and get it to Diggs out wide. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah. Stand, partner.
Offside. Defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. And the Bills are going to recover. Well, they tried to give this home crowd something to cheer about early, but it failed. I don't know. Maybe you try that on the road to get some momentum. What about here at home?
Would agree with you totally on that. I think at home, you don't ever want to put your fans in a position where they're questioning what you're doing. And right now, they have to be in the stand saying, why would we even do that? We're already behind you. You don't need us anymore. And this one, boy, an unsuccessful attempt, that could really change momentum of this game in a hurry.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Into the air right away is Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now he dumps this off over the middle. Gave a glimpse of his power that time. And then brought down at the 30. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Touchdown! Gabriel Davis, 30 yards. And the Bills march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
The extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by a guy who spent 7 seasons in a Bills uniform playing against his old mates. It's Tyrod Taylor. Here's Taylor on 1st and 10. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening
Let's
drive.
go.
Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They go play action with Taylor. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Catch made by Slayton. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. To throw again is Taylor. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Deontay Hardy back deep.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So a tug on the face mask, and that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And sometimes it'll go unnoticed, but that one, pretty obvious for everyone to see.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, Can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo.